over here, it'll show you where the trains are. So you have this one right here that just left Main Street. This one's just about to come in from Tomorrowland. And then you have this one that's at Mickey's Toontown. So you can see where the trains are.
Arriving from a trip around Walt Disney's Magic Kingdom. Passengers will stand by to board.
Just a second, you can board any train car except for the last train car, please. We're not loading anybody that last train car.
This is Main Street Station, Main Street, U.S.A.
Supervise your children. Keep your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train at all times. Also, please keep any younger, smaller children away from those train openings. We are now departing for New Orleans Square Station. We may be stopping there for a while, but right now we're moving on to that station. That will be a stop for Adventureland, Bayou Country, Frontierland, and it is the closest stop to Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. It's also the only place in the park to get those delicious, delicious beignets. Man, those are good beignets.
Welcome aboard the Disneyland Railroad. We're embarking on a grand circle tour of the Magic Kingdom. We'll be stopping at New Orleans Square, Mickey's Toontown, and Tomorrowland. We'll also visit the Grand Canyon and make a trip back in time to the Primeval World and the age of the dinosaurs before returning to Main Street Station. As we begin our journey, remember that for a safe trip, you need to stay seated, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please watch your children.
Bienvenidos a bordo del Disneyland Railroad. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
Our first stop is New Orleans Square Station. But to get there, we need to pass through the wilds of Adventureland. It may seem peaceful through here, but trust me, it's a real jungle out there. Literally. So be on the lookout. You just never know what might be lurking along the rails. Just ahead is New Orleans Square. This station also serves Frontierland and continuing on with us, we'll be resuming our trip in just a moment. This is New Orleans Square Station, New Orleans Square.
Now arriving New Orleans Square Station. Kindly remain seated until this train has come to a full and complete stop. And you see your conductor step off of the train. This is your stop for Pirates of the Caribbean, Haunted Mansion, Tiana's Bayou Adventure, The Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh, Indiana Jones Adventure. You know what? That's a lot of adventure. Alright folks, welcome to the Bayou.
Welcome aboard, folks. Just a couple reminders for your safety. Please remain seated with your hands on seated legs in the vehicle at all times to supervise your children. We just ask that we seat smaller guests away from the vehicle openings. Thank you.
To those just joining us, welcome aboard the Disneyland Railroad. To ensure a safe ride, stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please watch your kids.
Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren y cuide a los pequeños.
We're now entering Hawaii, home to Tiana's Line of Adventure. Take a sneak peek. The party of Princess Tiana is flowing, where the welcome is warm, the music is hot, and the company is sweet as honey. The inhabitants of the land we're passing over are the bees thieves. Here in Bayou Country, you can join Winnie the Pooh, Tigger, Louis the Alligator, and other beloved critters on their fun-filled adventures. As we steam past Hungry Bear Barbecue Jamboree, we're now joining up with the rivers of America and entering the frontier as it looked more than a century and a half ago. This is my favorite part of the journey. Around every bend, there's natural beauty as far as the eye can see. There, the revered Indian shaman. People like you have been running since the 1800s, traveling through nature's wonderland in a matter of days, rather than the months it used to take by mule or stagecoach. Steam power not only fueled these iron horses, but the dreams of a whole new generation as it moved west into this great frontier. Of course, some of these dreams and the stories that went with them were pretty darn wild and downright unbelievable, like on Big Thunder Mountain, where I hear that mysterious spirits have grabbed hold of those mining trains and turned them into the wildest ride in the wilderness. This tunnel signals our transition from the frontier to another kind of gear, the ones you'll find on Mickey and Minnie Mouse. Our next stop is Toontown Depot, official train station for Mickey's Toontown, the cartoon home where Mickey, Minnie, and all their friends live. Toontown Depot is also the gateway to Fantasyland, where you'll find many of your favorite Disney animated characters and stories. If you're leaving us here, please wait until the train comes to a full stop. Remember your personal belongings.
Alrighty, folks, now we are approaching Toontown Depot. Just as a reminder, please remain seated until the train has come to its full and complete stop.
Just a moment. This is Toontown Depot, Mickey's Toontown.
Alright friends, our train is now getting ready to depart. Our next stop will be Tomorrowland Station. At this time we ask that you remain seated with hands on the feet and legs inside the train. Make sure to keep an eye on all the little ones and have them seated away from our large train opening.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining us on the Disneyland Railroad. For a safe ride, remember to stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please watch your kids.
¿Qué tal, amigos? Y bienvenidos a bordo. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro.
We get a real nice view of the happiest land of them all, Fantasyland. You can see people stepping onto It's a Small World just below us. And or not. We're now steaming forward into the future to a land inspired by visions of tomorrow, both practical and imaginary. Here you'll find rocket ships and star speeders, submarines and astroblasters, and, if you look overhead, maybe a glimpse of a Mark 7 monorail. This is the latest version of the first daily operating monorail system in the entire Western Hemisphere, gliding above Disneyland since 1959. Below the monorail, and us, are the fun-filled roadways of the Autopia. Drivers of all ages can get behind the wheel of these cars. No experience or license required. If you're into soaring spaceships or doing battle with evil empires and emperors, Tomorrowland is definitely the place for you. Speaking of which, we're pulling into Tomorrowland Station right now. If you're leaving us here, just stay seated until we come to a full stop. Gather your belongings, including lightsabers and astroblasters, and step carefully from the train. Thanks, and have fun in the future. For the rest of you, just sit tight. We'll be on our way again in just a minute.
And as we approach Tomorrowland Station, we ask that you remain seated until the train comes to a full stop. Once again, friends, we make sure that you remain seated until the train comes to a full stop. Please wait, our train is still in motion. Remain seated. Gather your items. Our train is now getting ready to depart. At this time, we ask that you stay seated with hands, arms, feet, and legs throughout our train. Our next stop will be Yankee Faithful. Please make sure to keep an eye on all the little ones and have them seated away from our large train opening. And as a courtesy to all guests, once we enter the tunnel, we do ask that there be no neon lighting or flash or photography. Please make sure to turn off any voice that can light up, such as bubble wands, lightsabers, swords, and light up the gears.
The Grand Canyon. For your safety, stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. Watch your children and no flash photography.
Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren. Y cuide a los pequeños. Por favor, no tomen fotografías con flash.
Canyon as we know it today. But it wasn't always this way. Now, let's travel back in time, way back in time, to the fantastic past of the primeval world, land of the dinosaurs. To our own time and to Main Street Station, gateway to Disneyland. If you're leaving us here, stay in your seat until we come to a full stop. Remember to gather all your personal belongings and step carefully from the train. I'd especially like to thank those of you who've been with me for the Grand Circle Tour of Disneyland. We hope you enjoyed your travels with us and that you'll come back to ride with us again real soon. For those of you staying with us, we'll be on our way again in just a few minutes. This is Main Street Station, Main Street, U.S.A.
Your attention.
Gather your items for
For a complete trip around Walt Disney's Magic Kingdom, the Grand Canyon and Primeval World. Stops at Frontierland, Mickey's Toontown, and Tomorrowland. Last call. Good.
Ha ha ha.